Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Sabrex Popsy. So today we are officially starting the day one, which is the event that is the advent of Cyber 2025. So let's jump into the day one, which is the Linux CLI shell bells. So we're gonna click on the room. Wow, so we have officially entered to the room, so which will take about 30 minutes. I think we're gonna wrap it very fast, I guess. Since it is a beginner friendly, I guess they're gonna give some instructions to capture the flag. So there are two tasks, which is introduction and Linux CLI. So we're gonna click on the introduction. So what is going on? The unthinkable has happened. Max Kitty has been kidnapped. Without her, Waterville's defenses are flattering and Christmas itself hangs by a thread. But panic won't save the season. A long road lies ahead to uncover what truly happened. Okay, the TBFC's, the festival Best Festival Company team already brainstorms what to do next, and their first lead points to the TBFC Web01 LNX server processing Christmas wishlist. Somewhere within the data may lie the truth. Traces of Mexkitty's final actions, or perhaps the clues to King's Smallhead twisted vision for Eastmass. Okay, they have given some introduction about the story. So the main purpose of doing this room will came to know how to learn the basics of Linux command line interface, which is CLI, and explore its use for the personal objectives in IT administration. And we can apply your knowledge to unveil the Christmas mysteries. So if you are again new to the TryHackMe, it states how to connect the machine. So you can go over here. Since there are two ways you can connect. Either you can use their own machine, or you can use your own machine through the credentials provided, which can be connected via SSH. So I'm not, for this task I'm gonna use the virtual environment given provided by TryHackMe. So gonna click on start machine. So it's gonna take some couple of minutes and we'll see. Okay, it's almost loaded. So it's still connecting. So until I close the website. Okay. Voila, we have officially connected to virtual machine. So that's our primary first task. We're gonna click check. Got it. And we got the IP address. So we'll move to the task 2, which is the things we're gonna start. So working with CLI, which is command line interface, so it doesn't matter, it says there is no graphical interface GUI on the server. How will you look for the clues? Who needs a GUI when we have a Linux command terminal? It's even better. So it gives about the Linux introduction. So start with, in any programming language we're gonna use hello world. When it comes to you Linux, we're gonna use echo. Hold on, let me go to the terminal. Yep, echo hello world, or you can say this is my first task of THM. So as you can see, echo has printed the text what I have mentioned earlier. So we'll go to the some basic commands step by step. So to list the contents of the current directory, we're gonna use the command ls, which is list the contents of current directory. We're gonna press and it shows read text me, which is a file, so we can read it through the command cat read me text. So it will display what are the things. Just okay. It has mentioned for all TBFC members. Yesterday, I spotted yet another exploit on our servers. Okay, Not sure what it means yet, but Waraveli is in danger. To be prepared, I will write the security guide by tomorrow. As a precaution, I will also hide the guide from the plain view. So MexKitty has found out some danger in the server, so she or he, yeah, I'm not sure whether MexKitty is a girl or a boy. So so she gonna prepare a security guide and she gonna hide it. So we're gonna look. We need to find out the file. So in order to do that, we need to do the guide. So let's go. Let's go choose CD guides and we'll see what the files exist. Oh, seems she already hired or he. So we're gonna use LSLA, which will reveal the hidden files. So okay, we found that there is one file which is .guide.txt. So when we navigate to the file system, we can clearly see MaxKD has initially prepared a security guide in the guide folder. However, she unhidden the file, so we use lsla to discover the unhidden file. So once when we find the uh, hidden guide, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use cat and we're gonna read it what's inside the file, unhidden file. Okay, so it says, I think King Malheur from Hopsec Island is preparing for an attack. Not sure what his goal is, but exploits on our servers are not good. Be ready to protect Christmas by following this Linux guide. Okay, so basically, the warlog is a file where Linux directory where all security event logs are stored. So indeed, every SOC analyst at TBFC will need to confirm the best way to find reveal the business to check the logs. So since there are multiple files, first we'll go to this war warlog warlog directory using cd command. Okay, now we are officially in the directory, and then we'll see what are the contents first. As you can see, there were plenty of contents. Now we need to see uh, the password file. So we're gonna use grep to find out the patterns for the failed password. So grep failed password auth dot log. Seems I did something wrong, so we need to use the lowercase. Now I should able to find the, yeah. So now it says multiple fail response through different ports from these different IP addresses, not different IP addresses, using the same IP but different ports we can see. Now we're gonna find the files. Since we already found a lot of failed logins in the SOCMAS account from the OPSEC section, they were clearly trying into the SOCMAS. Yes, of course. What if bad business left some malware there? Let's follow the MXKD's guide and look for exploits and eggshells with find, a command that searches for files with specific parameters such as name. Yeah, we can see multiple login failures exist over here. So then we need to use the find command, which will find out the login failures of the exploits. So we're gonna use find home sockmask name exploits. So we're gonna use egg enter. Okay, we have found some sh, which is some shell script. So I can say not all shell scripts are good, some are dangerous. When it comes to IT teams, the shell scripts are used for automated tasks. However, the attackers use this to create malicious malware with, with the help of the suspicious scripts using the inside the script. So now we have found out the thing. So we'll we'll read what's inside. Let me gonna use the front bow. Now I'm gonna use nowhere on the logs. I'm gonna use the same thing. Copy cd control v. Okay, so I think it's better we type cd slash home sockmas 2025. We need to read the script and then we'll see. Yep, and cat x strike dot sh cat it's sorry. So we're gonna use cat sh. Okay, we find out our first flag. However, we go through it. So it says the extract with version 0.3 at the rate some location followed by hopsec. So it mentioned cat list. The lines starting with hash are just comments, so they are not actual comments. Yes, of course. And the cat wish list dot x colon, I mean not colon, the pipe symbol, uh, followed by sort, followed by unique items from the wish list. Okay, yeah, we can see. And the command send, then command sends to the output, which is tmp dump.txt, and rm is used to delete the wishlist files, and mv eastmask.x.txt is to replace the original file with eastmask. Okay, so they have given some explanation about the pipe symbol. So the pipe symbol basically sends the output from the first command to the second. Okay, and the output redirect, which is greater than, used to overwrite a file, and double greater than is used to append a file. And when it comes to double ampersand, which is used to run the second command if the first was successful. Okay, and now we are entering into the cardboard attack. So it's better we're gonna minimize, and we're gonna create another terminal. Open. Yeah, we got another terminal, and we'll do this and we'll see. So I saw we need to do one. Now it is clear that the server has been breached. The Christmas wish list has been replaced with an Eastmask one. Although you found no clue of what happened to MexKitty, at least you know the attackers where they were. Yeah, we found. You can see how Sir Cardbone replaced the wishlist by visiting the website browser. So we're gonna use it the web browser. Okay, we found this thing. Good. Now there are hundreds of CLI commands to view and manage your system. For example, uptime to see how much time your system is running, and we can use IP address. And let's see, we're gonna press uptime and let's see what it goes. Yeah, and if you want to use the IP address, you can use IP. Okay, it says here's the IP, and PSOX is used to list all the processes. PSOX, it says root, MaxKitty, Ubuntu. Yeah, these are all the processes. And you may also check the usernames and hash reports such as with the help of cat at c shadow. So we're gonna use cat at c shadow. It says permission is denied, of course. So we need to be, if we need to get administration privileges or access, we need to be root. So we're gonna use sudo su, which is super do user. Okay, now we are in the root, and let's see who am I. Yeah, it's the root, and we can find out the bash history. With the help of history we can simply type, or in order to get more familiarized we can use cat dot bash history. Voila, it shows good. As we can see all the things, we can clearly see. However, um, and now we're gonna answer the questions one by one. So which CLI command would you use to list a directory? Of course it is ls. Yeah, we did it. Which command help you to filter the logs or failed logs? Of course it is grep. Grup. I'm not sure exactly how. I didn't even do this, but it says complete. So which command would you run to switch to root user? Of course it's very easy. Sudo. So finally, what flag did the Sir Carbon retrieve? Okay, we found out this one. Copy. I was still wondering, it got selected autocomplete, but I'm not sure why this one happened. And paste, check. Voila, we are almost finished. So for those who consider themselves intermediate and want another challenge, yep. Okay, we'll find out what's the MaxKitty snort. So we're gonna cd slash home. We're already in the home, and we'll see what are the list, and then we'll see, go to the document cd, and then documents, We'll find out the documents. ls. Okay, we got some readme please dot txt. Okay, so we are, I don't know why this shows up, but like, to whoever find this, I had a short second. No, no one is using. I have managed to plant a few clues around the account. If you get into the user, look carefully. Those three little Easter eggs will combine into a passcode that unlocks a further message I encrypt in a home. Okay, it gives the access user account and edit app, and there are three hidden eggs. They combine to form the passcode to open my encrypted vault. Clues for one each. Write with your session, not with your chest of the files. Okay, it has some clues. Find the fragment, join them, and use the resulting passcode to decrypt the message I left. Be careful, I had to be quick. I left only the messages to get help. XKD. Yeah, that's it. Enjoying investing in a Linux environment? Go to the Linux log investigation. Of course, we're gonna do it. Voila, we have finally able to do Linux CLI shell bells, and that's all for this video. I will look forward to the day 2, and until then, take care. Signing off, CyberX Popsy, and last but not least, happy hacking.